What's going on, guys? Sorry, I just watched a T Martin video. Anyways, okay, here's the skill rebalancing. Let's check it out. Reaction time. Okay. October 13th through October 16th. Rebalancing of the skill will be applied to the... Okay. Reasons for skill rebalancing. Malicious Hero. With the addition of additional reward cards, we're strengthening certain skill in order to make them easier to use. Okay. This is all reasoning. Zexal. Type of monster you can select when changing the top card of your deck to a Zexal world will be increased. What? You're gonna fucking buff it? No. You know what they use the Zexal weapon for? They use it to freaking create Utopia. And then they go into freaking Utopia Ray. And then they finish off the game. They don't even use the skill for anything else. They don't use it to, like, you know, make their Utopia monsters more powerful, or their Gagagas and their Go-Go-Go's and their, you know, that's not what they use it for. Galaxy Photon will be improved to make it worthy for the number hunter to use. Does it? You already add a card from your hand to the deck, and then add another card from your deck to your hand. It's just like Automata Play. It's probably exactly what it's going to be. Exactly like Automata Play. Strengthening some character exclusive skills to make them easier to use. Castle of Machines. I don't know what that is. On Automata Play, the skill's been given a harder activation condition, as it allows Automat decks to perform a variety of attacks in a stable manner and can be used against most decks. You know, harder activation condition. Remote deck diversity. As Cyber Dragon decks have been highly prevalent in the metagame for a long time. But, I mean, technically they haven't, because Cyber Dragons are kind of... they're just kind of like... they're kind of like Buster Blader. They're kind of like an anti-meta deck. This use and win rate of skills that support the consistency of decks have been very prominent in the current metagame. Giving harder activation condition to the skill is partly used in the current environment. Its adjusted skills allows players to summon TG Howard can easily, even with decks with few TG monsters. Good. Although the skill is added to support tactics using trap cards, we're giving a harder activation condition, as its current metagame allows players to use trap cards easily. It's been used to secure the cost of trap cards, so we have decided to restrict its use to hero decks only. Wow. At the beginning of the duel, add 2 Evil Hero Malicious Edge and 1 Dark Fusion to your deck. Then add 1 Evil Hero Malicious Fiend to your extra deck. In addition, the following effects can be used once per duel if you control Supreme King's Castle. So they're about to add Supreme King's Castle to the game. Return 1 Evil Hero Malicious Edge in your hand to your deck. Add 1 level 6 Fiend monster to your hand from your deck. If the monster is an Evil Hero monster, you can add it to your hand regardless of its level. Return 1 or more Fiend-type monsters whose total levels equals 7 or more to your deck from your hand, and add another consistency skill. Are you fucking kidding me? I hate that bullshit. No, stop adding consistency skills, because you're just going to nerf it later. Turn a Galaxy monster or a Photon monster to your deck from your hand, or a Photon monster, and add 1 Galaxy spell trap card or Photon spell trap card to your hand. That's the exact same as it was. Earn 1 Mech Lord monster in your hand to its owner's deck, and add 1 Mech Lord Fortress to your hand from outside of your deck. This skill can only be used once per turn, twice per duel. No one cares about Mech Lords. They're trash. Can be used on turn 3 and onward. Return 1 Zubababa, Gagaga, Go-Go-Go, Do-Do-Do monster from your hand to your deck. Only activate if you duel with a deck that follows the conditions. This skill can only be used once per duel. Your deck contains 12 or more Zubababa, Gagaga, Go or Dododo monsters. Your deck contains 2 or more Utopia Xyz monsters. It does not contain any rank 5 or higher monsters except for Number or Zex. Oh shit! So you can keep the dragon that recycles Gargaga's sister, but you cannot use Bouncer. Bouncer is what's ruining the metagame with the Gargagas because you can't make any plays. Heroes just got a buff. Cyber Style can be used once if your life points are at 2,000 or below. For every 1,000 life points below 4,000, play 1 Cyber Dragon with 0 attack from your hand or deck to the field. Okay. Oh. You only special summon Cyber End Dragon until the end of your opponent's next turn. What? Cyber Dragon played with this skill cannot be attributed, and while they are face up on the field, you cannot special summon except for fusion monsters, nor attack except with fusion monsters. Wow. Demon's Resonance. Who's this Demon's? Oh yeah. One Resonator skill can only activate if you be in the duel with the deck that allows. It is 8 or more Resonator cards in your deck. Does not contain any monsters other than Dragon type and Fiend type monsters. Extra deck contains Red Dragon Archfiend and Red Nova Dragon. Does not contain any monsters other than Dark Dragon type or Fiend type Synchro monsters. Okay, that literally does nothing. That didn't change the skill at all. Let me see. Can be used twice per duel. 8 or more Resonator cards in your deck. It doesn't. No change. No change, basically. Wait, let me double check. 1 level 4 little monster your deck to your hand. What? Wait a second. Oh, you cannot activate the effect of the card added by the skill or a card with this. Okay. That's interesting. And used by returning. Okay, so they limited how. Okay, at the top it says you cannot activate the effect of the card added by the skill or the card with the same name during this turn. Okay, so that's actually a lot better. Can be used by returning 1 monster in your hand to your deck. There's 1 Galloping Gaia. Actually, really, that doesn't change anything. Because you're just going to special summon him anyways. You're not really activating his effect because it's a constant effect. You don't say, I activate my monster's effect and then summon, I can't remember what it's called. The level 4 dude that is the Wandering King Wildman. You don't activate his effect to special summon him to the field. You just special summon him to the field. Okay, Dragonized Path can be used by returning 1 monster in your hand to your deck. Place 1 Galloping Gaia face up in your field zone from your deck after using the skill. So they changed it to a monster. It used to be a card. After using the skill, you can only special summon the following monsters until the end of your next turn. Use once per duel. A fusion monster that use Gaia the Fierce Knight, monsters with fusion materials, Gaia the Fierce Knight, Blackluster Soldier, or a level 5 Dragon type monster. Power Gladiator. In addition, only be used once per turn. You have secret summon 2 or more TG synchro monsters. Return 1 TG in your hand. Your deck. Play 1 TG with Super Dragonfly from your extra deck. We have 3 trap cards in your graveyard and 1 trap card to your hand from your graveyard, and return 1 card to your deck from your hand. That's going. Okay, so it doesn't return 2, only 1, and 1 to your hand. Turn. Add 1 of the following cards to your hand. 4 more hero normal monsters with a different name in your deck and contains no monsters other than hero monsters. Okay. But you do realize that hero monsters are optimal in the deck, right? You don't need Winda. You can literally use the entire Vision Hero archetype now. So they buffed Hero Flash. What a fucking joke. Konami, dude. Y'all are you got fucking morons, man. Stratos can just literally just pwn everything. Ready? What? The limit. This card, as this will lead to the pace of duels becoming sluggish as more performer cards are introduced to the game. Limited to Cyberload Fusion. Wasn't Cyberload Fusion an ultra rare though? Elegant Eagle. Wow. Wow. Been in a metagame one form or another for a very long time, so we're limiting this card to reduce the consistency of Thunder Dragon decks. Yeah, but you killed Metafist, bro. Has been in the metagame in one form or another for a very long time. We're limiting this card in order to improve the pacing of duels. Good. And no longer on the list. What? Okay then. That's a very it's a very short ban list. What the fuck? Hit Elegant Egotist. Okay, yeah, they hit it to 2. I didn't expect Elegant Egotist to get hit to 2. Well, they do have Harpy Chandler. Or what was it? Is it Harpy Chandler? And the Cyberload Fusion. My issue with Cyberload Fusion is that Cyberload Fusion is it limits to only one card being able to attack. I don't think Cyberload Fusion should be limited. I think they should limit the freaking field spell. Cyberload Fusion is not the card that you need to hit. Cyberload Fusion, if used alone, is a joke because you can get multiple monsters on the field. Especially if you're a Blue Eyes player. But, you know how it goes. And then Floodgate Trap Pole, that's a long time coming. That's a long time coming. That's deserved. Alright, well, that's my reaction. And Aloof Lupine, well, Metaphys is never going to be meta again. And Thunder Dragons needed more than that. That's for sure. Because there's so many different ways you can play Thunder Dragons. You can play Distilled Chaos, and anything that goes to the graveyard will get banished. So you could, theoretically use cards to discard Thunder Dragons, and bam, they were banished. And then you can use Return from a Different Dimension, banish a card, use its effect, then special summon it in face down defense position, or special summon something else in face down defense position, like a Kite Roid or something. You don't even need Aloof Lupine and Thunder Dragons to make them a good deck. You just gotta look at all your options. I mean, you can play Distilled Chaos, right? Everything that goes to the graveyard is actually banished. Then you could use Different Dimension Reincarnation to banish a Thunder Dragon from your hand, use its effect to add another Thunder Dragon to your hand, and then, or put it on the field. Then use Different Dimension Reincarnation to, refresh your field with a monster to Xyz summon with. You got to think strategically here. You don't need Aloof Lupine. Anyways, that's my reaction to the ban list. It's okay, but I was expecting more. I was definitely expecting more. Opponent's monster declares direct attack. Target that attacking monster negate the attack, and if you do, whoa. Okay. Yeah, no wonder that was banned or banned to 1. All right, well, you'll have a good night. That was my reaction. Later.